eligible, so ensuring that folks who have criminal records, folks who may not be on voting rolls, are also being recruited for grand juries to kind of make a bigger pool. And then the makeup of the grand jury, and so that it includes kind of neighborhoods, smaller community groupings that reflect who's being prosecuted. But I think for me that's about rethinking what we think this is, and to me it's a check on state power. And so there's a flowing of reforms that come after that.
So great. So you're saying keep it, but fix it, make it easier to be eligible, and the makeup of the grand jury.
Yeah.
So Ross, what would you say?
Yeah, I think it's a rebalancing of power in the grand jury away from sort of the essentially unilateral power of the prosecutor, who in most instances, if not all instances, won't be reflective, the prosecutor won't be reflective of the community, and whether that means experientially, racially, or otherwise. If the prosecutor is making the unilateral decision, it's unlikely that you're going to have a process or a result that the community thinks is fair.
Darryl, I think I know what your answer is, but I'll let you say it.
I don't see where reform would actually help because of the problems I mentioned earlier. However, if we were to have to concede to something, I would want to have an attorney for the accused or the target present and playing a more active role in the process in order to create a more balanced playing field.
And finally, Tanya.
I'm still struggling. I like all of these answers. I think that I guess it's better accountability, and whether that's through, well, let me back. Accountability of the prosecutor, which I think means we need to have, independence within the grand jury system, because I don't see how there is an ability to maintain the integrity and the necessary accountability of the way the current system is structured. And I think that can be done. We've discussed, but I think there are exceptions, and maybe there's limitations as to how it is that's determined, either through like Congressman Johnson's bill or others, making it for certain types of incidents. But I do think that we need to have a better type of independence and accountability of the prosecutor.
Great. Well, thank you all very much for an incredibly rich discussion that presented us with some great ideas going forward for reform, for change altogether with the grand jury, and hopefully it will be helpful to our audience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you. I'd first like to thank Kyle O'Dowd, NACDL's Associate Executive Director of Policy, for organizing this incredible webinar. I'd also like to thank both sets of moderators and panelists for their participation, and would also like to thank each of you, our viewers, for their participation, and hope you found today's webinar enlightening and educational. Finally, I'm also happy to inform you that today's webinar will shortly be available for future viewing at nacdl.org. Good afternoon, good day, see you next time. Thank you, everyone.